Good evening, everybody. My name's Irene. For all of those of you who don't know me, every night this week we're going live Monday to Friday, and it's all about doing little mini readings for those who are in need. Yeah, I'm just having a look on the iPad to see if I've got it on right, because I tend to not put it on right. And it's not there, so I'll have to come out and I shall go back. How do you do, everybody? Hi, Steph. Hi, Vicky. Nice of you all to join me again. Hi, Leslie. Hello, Chris. Where have you been all week? Been riding that bleeding bike, haven't you? Huh? Never mind us plebs. Never mind forgetting all about us. Guilt tripping you. The first time I've switched my iPad on, the volumes are on. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So, how's everybody doing today? We've all had a good day? Hope we have. Yeah, you've been hiding from me, Chris, on that bleeding bike, haven't you? Hi, Pat. Hi, Barry. Barry, Val, there I go again. Val, you set me off. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Diane. Hi, so it's lovely to see everybody again this evening. We're getting to be regular, aren't we? Before you come on, yeah, I'm singing stupid songs, and I don't know why I'm singing these stupid songs, but I'm sure it'll all come to light shortly. Hi, Diane. So, all I ask you to do, as you know, is to keep liking and sharing the post. The more likes, more shares, the more people get involved, the better it is. And I can see on my iPad all them lovely eye things going up there, and everybody's liking and sharing. You need laugh, Val. It is. Every time I see Val, I used to work with Val. I still do. What am I on about? And she puts her name under Barry Val, so I always end up calling her Barry instead of Val, and I know it's her. But I do it every time I see her, so that's what I'm laughing at when I talk to Val, because I could call her Barry. You want me to sing, Chris? Oh, you don't really want me to sing, mate. Sound like you on a bad day if I start singing. Can't even think what I was singing, but I know I was singing, but I know I've got a connection with Dutch or something to do with Dutch. Somebody would have had a nickname Dutch. Hi, Rachel. Does anybody understand the name Dutch, where they would have had a nickname, or somebody got called Dutch, or somebody is called Dutch, one of the three? Hi, Tracy. Somebody does. Somebody knows the name Dutch. The Dutch. Talking like a Dutchman, that's why I need Dutch. See, the minute I start talking like that, people stop liking and sharing, the feed stops. It's like the world's just stood still. Don't be doing that. Right, he never sang last week, yeah, I know. And you all said for him to sing. Are you listening, Chris? Hi, Lynn. Right, I'll just give Lynn a wave, and I'll give Alison a wave. Hiya, Alison, you're on the other thing. So does anybody know where there would have been a nickname or somebody would have been called Dutch? Because that's the name I'm after. And I'm not going to let this one go, even though I'm going to say it's a rabbit as well, because you get Dutch rabbits as well, don't you? Hiya, Alison. Hiya, Gail. But somebody out there who's watching does know something to do with Dutchy. Pass the Dutchy on the left-hand side. Val, I got you a present out tonight, and do you know what? I can't I can't put it up there yet. But I'll have a go later on. Right, so I'm picking your first random card, folks, while I'm waiting for this Dutch. Because somebody who's watching can understand the name of Dutch. Hiya, Jackie. And they can. I know they can. Or I wouldn't be singing it, and I certainly wouldn't be saying it. Right, so your first card where I've chose at random is this one. Right, Alison, we're not asking for numbers at the minute, so you're going to get lost, and all you're going to do is start everybody else off punching numbers in. I don't want numbers. I'm starting the game off tonight, right, with this card. So don't give me a number just yet. So hang on to your fingers where you're triggering them numbers. So you've set Lisa off now. Lisa and Alison, we are not doing numbers at the minute. Irene's picked the card, see, Anne's at it now, she's done 14. Alison, see what you've started. I'm going to bring you up on live, Alison, and you're going to read these cards because you've done it. Never mind how exciting, Val. You'll know later on, love. You will. Right. Do not, please do not send me a number just yet. That's a card. Hi, Linda. So you've got Natalie at it as well. Everybody's at it now. So the card I've chose tonight is this one, and this is the one to start us off with. So where I'm going to talk about this card, it's where somebody here on the earth plane, I feel over the moon, I feel overwhelmed as I look at this card, okay? So I am going to say there is good news on the way to the participant or the person who this card's going to connect to, okay? So I'm not going to say there's news of a birth or a pregnancy because I'm not picking that up at all with this. Hi, Christine. What I'm picking up from this is lots of excitement. So there is good news that there's some long-awaited news what I've been waiting for I want to say near 9 weeks, okay? And the 9 weeks comes out on this. So I am going to say Right. I am going to say there is good news because I feel overwhelmed with it. So the good news is going to come in within the next 9 weeks, okay? And there's going to be plenty to celebrate. There's plenty to celebrate. But I have to say, you've got to keep your feet firmly on the ground. Firmly on the ground. Don't go floating off into cyberspace or whatever, or going off on a tangent. Keep your feet firmly on the ground, but there is excellent news on its way to you. And I do want this around friends and family. But I am going to say as well, as I look at the card, I believe there's lots of travelling in connection with this card as well. So I'm going to say there's either somebody where family members have been parted or we haven't seen for a long time where they're going to reconnect. And that's what I'm getting from the card. So if anybody can understand what I've just said, give us a double yes down the bottom, because I do believe, where we're going with it. Right, I need the name of Isaac. Isaac connects. So if anybody can understand Isaac, that's what I'm going to chuck out at you. So give me a yes at the bottom if you can understand Isaac. I want Isaac. But I definitely want travel where this card's connected. I am going to say there's family going to be reconnecting, because I believe there's family being separated for a long time. So whether they're living the other side of the world or the other side of the country, they're going to come back together, okay? And that's what I'm getting off this card. But I am going to say within the next 9 weeks, there's lots of excitement, but you've got to keep your feet firmly on the ground, okay? Don't go floating off as if you're on cloud nine, even though the news is excellent news. Keep your feet on the floor, all right? Hi, Irene. I was just giving Anna a wave there. Hiya, Beverly. But yeah, excellent news on its way too, yeah. Take it all in your stride. But I also want somebody who works or something to do with the water, Northumbrian water. So whether I've had a problem with my waterworks or there's something to do with my water, that's what I want, okay? So that's what I'm going to say. I want a connection where the waterworks is, or something to do with Northumbrian water. There's something to do there with water. That's what I'm picking up off the card. So that's what I'm going to say to you, okay? And the name of Isaac. So if anybody can understand Isaac, and again, remember what I say, folks, if it's not directly to you, it could be a friend of your family, okay, or you connect with. And that's what I'm going to say. So just remember I brought it forward. And remember what I've said. So now you can all get fingers on your buttons and start pushing your numbers in and keep liking and sharing. Hiya, Karen. Thanks for joining us. But nobody's acknowledging that poor card, you know. I'm glad I didn't. I still want the name of Dutch. Somebody knows Dutch. Nice to see you as well, Jennifer. There we go. So start picking your numbers, folks. Start punching them in. Hiya, Jennifer. Right, where we're going. Yeah, keep them going. I love the way people etch the bets. Got to be one or the other. 21 times what, Linda? 21 times what? Right. I keep Hi, Chris. Right. Excuse me. I've gone ever so quiet. Have you noticed? I just stopped talking there for a while. I just wanted to see. I don't know. Right. I want the number. How are you all doing? Drink me vodka if only. Right. So I want the number 25. That's the card I've chose. 25. Who's chose 25? Anybody or nobody? Hi, Lorna. So who's chosen 25? Anybody or nobody chose 25? If you haven't, it's going to be hard lines again, isn't it? And I'll read it anyway. Right. As I look at the card, and I'm chuckling to myself, because before I switched on tonight, I was being very sarcastic towards what's going on in and around me, yeah, and I was being sarcastic, and I couldn't help it. How do you know, Lindsay? Nobody's chose 25. Are you sat there monitoring? See what I mean about me being sarcastic? I can't help it. Sorry, Lindsay, but I do want the number 25. That's what I've counted out, okay? So that's the number I want. So if anybody wants to be sly and write 25 dead quick, because I don't keep tabs on numbers, but then again, I'll know you're cheating, won't I? So 25, I am going to say I've been really sarcastic the last 10 minutes. I've been watching people doing stuff, yeah? And it's really sarcastic. And I can't help myself because it's like, well, I know you're watching, Lindsay, yeah? See what I mean? And that's how I feel as I look at the card. But I feel as though as I look at this card where I have been a little bit sarcastic and I want it here on the earth plane. Was that you, Alison? And I do want it here on the earth plane, but I think you're cheating, Alison, as well. So yeah, I have been a little bit sarcastic in and around people and I keep biting at people. But I'm also being a little bit on the cautious side as well, please. A little bit overcautious. And it's like, how are Nana Jackie? You was 25. So if Nana Jackie, if you can understand what I'm saying at the minute, give us a double yes. So I do believe I am walking on eggshells. I do believe I'm being a little bit overcautious, but at the same time, I've been sarcastic as well, and I can't help it. I can't help it. I know you're cheating, Alison. I can't help myself. I can't help being sarcastic because that's how the card makes me feel. It's like people are taking advantage of me because they think I'm soft or they think I'm daft and they think I can get away with murder. But at the same time, I've had enough of that. So now I'm starting to like have a go back, but they don't like it when I'm slavering back. If that makes sense to you, Nana Jackie, give us 2 yeses down the bottom, please. I'm also going to say to you as well, thank you, Nana Jackie. I'm also going to say to you as well, I keep calling you Nana Jackie now, sorry. I should just call you Jackie because you're not my Nana. But I am going to say you've got a lovely sense of humour, but you've got a temper on you. Once you start, people just have to get out the way of you because it's like, whoa, she's off on one. Let's get out the way. October month comes in with this card as well, please, the October month. And I am very much aware I have got a lady, spirit side of life, comes in like this, and I feel more of a mother, grandmother vibration as she comes in. But at the same time, she's a bit like a little bit like you, Nana Jackie, there, where she's a bit of an ankle snapper. And she wouldn't have been afraid to say what she wanted to say either. It would have been out of her mouth, and she did not care. Oh, she didn't care whether she upset you or not, as long as she said what she needed to say. And she put people in the place, and that's what she's telling me to say. Put them in the place. That's what has to be said. That's what needs to be done. So get it done and don't be frightened of upsetting them, because they will come back and ask for more, because that's the type of family and the surroundings what you're in, the chips off the old block, so to speak. And they do bounce back. And that's why I have to say to you, there's a young girl around you where there's certain things going on, and you're a little bit concerned where they are, but it's because they're not listening to what's being said to them, okay? They're not listening to what's being said. And it's like, they will bounce back. I can't talk. They will bounce back, and they will. But this lady, Spirit Side of Life, she's got a sense of humour on her. She's as dry as sticks, absolutely dry as sticks. Now, she puts memories in my head there, Nana Jackie, and if this is wrong, I'll go and eat here with a donkey, because I don't believe it's wrong what she's given me. I'm absolutely certain. You know, when they were doing this bucket challenge, the ice bucket challenge, whether you got pinned down or I want memories where somebody would have been tied to a chair to do that. That's what she puts in my mind, and I think it's absolutely hilarious. But somebody would have been pinned to the chair while that bucket went over. So it was a bucket challenge, whatever they called it. But I believe there was ice involved, and when there was drink involved in there as well. That's what I want. I think I'm freezing, literally. Nana Jack, if you're saying yes to the bucket challenge, say yes bucket, as in bouquet. Yeah. What do they call her? Right, I need the name Barbara as well. Would you understand Barbara, Nana Jackie? And I don't know whether I want Barbara Spirit Side of Life or here on the Earth Plane, but I want Barbara. I need Barbara. Not literally, but Barbara comes in. And I have to mention a Barbara. Barbara. Right. Hang on. Nana Jackie, what you saying no? Are you saying no to Barbara? Say no, Barb. I'm confused what you're saying no to. I'm a bit slow catching up, say, because I go that quick and then I forgot what I've said. I'm just waiting for Nana Jackie to answer me. I love this. Absolutely love it. How are Nana? Hang on. No, Barbara, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Nana Jackie, it just means I'm moving forward, or moving on. So I am going to say to you, where this is going on here on the Earth plane, yeah, where there's a little bit of concern, where there's a younger female, don't be overly concerned, because she will bounce back. She will bounce back, okay? So don't worry too much. You not to take all the crap either, and pardon my pun, but that's the way this lady brings it forward. Stand up for yourself and don't be afraid to bite them if you need biting, okay? Literally, take your teeth out and bite them, because this lady would have done something like that. She would have made you chuckle where the teeth would have come out, and that's the memory she brings forward. I'm going to leave all of this lady's love with you. I want to say thank you very much for communicating with me, and let's start punching some more numbers in, folks. Right. Are we punching? Feet stopped. We've stopped. There we go. We're starting again. We are starting again. Right. I'd make a brilliant bingo calling me, you know. All these numbers coming up. I would make an absolutely brilliant. Because it's chucking them up now. Right. Right. Have we got anybody called Tina watching? Have we got Tina? Have we got a Tina? I'm looking for Tina. They're the names I'm looking for. Have we got a Tina who's watching? Or does anybody touch upon the name of Tina? Yeah, somebody does. You have to. You have to. Right, who's Tina? Who's who knows Tina? I know you're also shoving your numbers in there, but I need a Tina. No, nobody answering to Tina. Now we're feeding slow. Right, feed's going a bit slower. You're very welcome, Nana Jackie. Thank you so much for interacting there with me. So I'm looking for Tina. Right, Vicky Grimshaw, you can understand Tina. Would you also understand the name of Dolly as well, please? Right, would you understand the name of Dolly, Tina? I want the name of Tina as well. Right, Vicky Dawson, you can understand Tina Hope. So these are the two names I had before I switched on tonight, right? And my attention was took there. So I needed the name of Dolly and the name of Tina. Now I need to know if you can understand both. Right, Linda, you know Tina. Right, there's a few saying Tina Hope, yeah? What about Dolly? And the reason I'm saying Dolly, because you know when I said I was singing earlier on? Yeah, she's just been watching. Has she gone home like Vic? Has Tina gone home? Where's Tina? Has she gone? There's a few that know Tina, but if she's on this feed, I need Tina. Not literally, but I need to know where she is. Is she on here? Tina, if you're watching, give us a yes down the bottom. Right. Right, Gemma Smith. Your cousin's dog's called Dolly, right? But you know Tina as well, Gemma. I need Dolly and I need Tina. Right, she popped up saying she's watching, but you don't know if she's gone. Right, so I'm just going to carry on here then, because we can't wait all night, honey. And if it resonates, Vicky, take it for her and give her it for me, will you? Vicky, if you're watching as well, keep listening. And Linda and who else said they could understand the Tina? There was 3 years, I think. This is just where I know my connection is, right? So I know I've got a gentleman, spirit side of life, and he does come in. He does come in on a fatherly, grandfatherly vibration. He comes in like this, so he draws really close to the family. Okay, and he comes in and he puts this he puts concern around me, and it's as if to say he wants to bring a little bit of humour or a little bit of laughter here on the earth plane, but he makes me aware there's somebody not very well at this moment in time. Okay, he makes me aware of that. So if this is resonating, please give us a tick or a yes down the bottom there, because I need to know if I'm on the right feed here. I know there's somebody here on the earth plane that's not very well at the moment. I know that because he puts this on me. He tells me he puts a cancer type condition in and around me as well. Now, I'm not saying it's his condition, and I'm not saying it's here on the earth plane. I just know somebody with a past spirit side of life with a cancer type condition, and that's what he puts on me. But he's also saying to me he needs to lighten the mood. So where's I believe it's been quite heavy and quite unbearable at times. That's what it makes me aware of. So, Vicky, does this resonate? Does it make any sense at all to you? And Vicky, the other Vicky, does it make any sense to you either? Either of you two, does it make sense? Hi, Renette. Right, so I need to know if it's resonating with either of the Vickies who've acknowledged what I've just said. That's what I need to know. Right, so while I'm waiting for that bit of feedback, I'm going to come to the card. There's the card I've chosen. Hiya, Liz. Right, Chandra, that the cards are random. You've got to punch a number in, and I'm picking them out randomly, okay? Right, Vicky Dawson, you can take a bit of it. Right, that's fine. Just please bear with me. So the card I chose was number 69. Who's chosen number 69? That's the number I was after. Right, you're not sure, Vicky. Right, so please bear with me, folks. So the number 69 is the card I've chosen. And I am going to say where this card is, it's like my knight in shining armour, all right? But as I said that, the knight in shining armour, I want a connection where nightclubs or that type of environment is involved, okay? That's what I want. So whether there's memories there where, hi Eugene, where nightclubs, that's what I believe I need, okay? And I need to talk about where a bouncer would be as well, because I'm getting that type of environment, and that's what I'm getting. So, and I do need that type of environment where there would be memories of nightclubs, pubs, and that's what I want, okay? And I don't know who sang that song, You're my knight in shining armour. I don't know who sang it, but that's what's playing away in the back of my head there, okay? So I am going to say there is good news on the way to you via messenger, but I want loads of messengers. But I'm going to say as well, there's somebody either works in secretarial, or somebody works with what I've got on, headphones, computers, or they work in a phone place. That's what I'm picking up from the card, and that's what I'm going to say. I'm also going to say as well, September, October, and November are all there, right? Yes, to Tina, not being well, Dad in spirit, my sister. Right, that's brilliant, Stephanie. Spud, what you on about? Please, what you on about there, honey? I think it's absolutely scandalous, wherever there is there down. It's absolutely scandalous. Right. So, Stephanie, it's resonating with you, my lovely. Yeah. So I am going to say there's lots of messages there that are on the way to you. And I'm also going to say to you as well, please, as I look at the card, and Tracy, if you can understand as well, please keep acknowledging as well. So, right. I am going to say I've had loads of bad news as well. That's what I feel as I look at the card. I've had bad news as well, okay? And it's not been where I've wanted it to be. Oh God. So it's not been what you've wanted the news to be, but there's happier times to come. That's what I need to say with the card, okay? So there's better times to come. So there's more messages, there's more communication there, and that's what I need to say. So where there's been a breakdown with communication, you need to bridge that gap of communication. It takes two. It takes two to tango, and it takes two to bridge the gap. And that's what I'm going to say to you. I need to know as well, please. I've got 40 Regal cigarettes here. So somebody stood behind me and they used to smoke Regal fags, because he's just give us a packet. And it's a gentleman I'm talking about here. He's just given me a packet of Regal. So whether he smoked Regal or whether I've got another gentleman there, but I've got Regal fags here. That's what I'm going to bring forward. I've got the fags here. So there's somebody here on the earth plane that's smoking way too many tabs, because this is what it makes me aware of. Right. I'm going to mention the name of Sean as well. And I want Sean here on the earth plane. The name's Sean here on the earth plane. That's the name that I need to connect to as well. There's a connection to the name of Sean. Okay. So yes, your dad smoked them. I'm also going to say to you as well, please, Stephanie, this gentleman keeps putting like a heat or my hand's burning all the time, okay? He keeps putting it on me. So I'm going to say to you there, Stephanie, if I'm wrong, again, I'll go on here with this donkey. I'm going to say you've experienced this sensation here on the hand over the last week or so, especially over the last 5 days. And I do believe this is this gentleman coming in around you, and he's holding your hand there, and he's saying, come on, girl, come on, you can make it. You can make it. You made a harder stuff than that. You made a harder stuff. Okay. And that's what he brings in. He also talks about Epsom salts. So whether there's a memory there with Epsom salts, or there's somebody here on the earth plane that suffers terrible with heartburn, or whatever it is, that's what I need to bring forward as well, please. Indigestion type conditions. But he talks about the Epsom salts. But Epsom salts didn't you used to soak your feet with Epsom salts? I don't know. I'm telling somebody to drink them and you should probably put your feet in them. Epsom salts. I think you put your feet in them or doing something like that. Tina, I was shouting you earlier on, and I don't know why now, but I was shouting you for Tina, okay? But never mind. So yeah. Oh. He talks about the month of June and month of July as well, please, there. So if you understand both them months, the June and the July, but he takes me forward here. He's taken me forward. And he's saying, now I know Margaret is a very familiar name, but I have to mention Margaret to you as well. I have to mention Margaret to you, Stephanie. He mentions where Margaret would connect spirit side of life and he's met up with her, okay? But he comes in and he says, there's better times ahead, my love. So try and keep your chin up. Try to stay positive, because this is what he comes in for. He's trying to uplift you and just bring a little bit of upliftment. And where he's talking about the Epsom salts, if I've got it wrong, it's my fault, but I believe it's him just to have my eyes out. Yeah. So I'm going to leave you with all of this gentleman's love, Stephanie, and I'm going to say thank you very much for connecting with me there and giving me that feedback. He does send his love, and he sends a massive rainbow there for you to catch hold of, okay? But he mentions a windmill as well. Would you understand the windmill? Don't give up, Stephanie. He says, don't give up. He gives you that rainbow there, and he talks about a windmill. So whether there's somebody got a windmill in the garden, or you live near windmills, or there's memories of windmills, that's what he brings forward, and that's what I'm going to leave you with, okay? So take this gentleman's love. You're very welcome and lovely. And just know spirit are there 24/7 with you. They are there, and don't ever doubt it, because they are. Right. Where's Janice? Janice. Who's Janice? Have we got a Janice watching? If we haven't got a Janice watching, I've got Janice Spirit Side of Life. Janice. Come straight in there with the name of Janice. Who's Janice? I'm looking at both feeds now because I can't see. Right. Please, 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 somebody answer me where, right. He had one on his garden. Thank you very much. I am looking for Janice, folks. Where's Janice? You're very welcome. Right. Spud Dawson, if he private messaged me with that, I can answer it on there. All right. So I'm looking for Janice. Whether I want Janice Spirit Side of Life or here on the Earth Plane, either way, I know I need Janice. And somebody knows the Janice. And one of you know Janice. No, Janice, not Janet. Janice. Janice. That's who I'm after. I'll start singing. Right, Karen Todd, you've got a sister called Janice. Right. Hold that thought. Right, Vicky Grimshaw, your mum's called Janice. See, I'm destined, aren't we? So I've got Karen and Vicky. I'm looking for Janice. Anybody else for Janice who can understand Janice? You're very welcome, Spud. Right, where's Janice? I know I've got two people there saying Janice. 1, 6. Karen Todd, yes. And you know Janice, right? Will either come. Sister-in-law Janice. Say how I know you all know Janice. Right. So Right, I know I've got a lady spirit side of life and I want to connect with Janice. Right. Tina, I don't know, darling, because I've moved on from that. I've moved on from that message, honey, so I can't like backtrack on it or backpedal. If I could, I would, but I can't at the minute because I've got somebody else with me now. We've moved forward. So I do apologise for that. Right, so we've got few. Right, please listen on, folks. Listen on. I know I've got a lady spirit side of life. I know she comes in on a motherly vibration. I know that. And I know she's not that tall. I'm trying to narrow this lady down. Yeah, I know, Tina. But that message what I gave about Tina, I was on about somebody else took that message, so it can't have been for you, my love. You can always watch the replay of this and watch it then, and if it means anything to you, take from it, okay? That's the best I can do at the minute. I know I've got a lady spirit side of life. I know she's on a grandmotherly motherly vibration, and I know she would have been a little bit confused before she passed spirit side of life, and I know she would have been on the petite side as well. So if this resonates with Janice, spirit side, Janice here on the earth plane, sorry, but this lady spirit side who connects with Janice here on the earth plane, give me a double yes down there. December month comes in and November month is very significant. These both months, 2 months are very significant, okay? And oh God. Yeah, right. So that's what I need. So if anybody can understand that so far, give us a double yes down the bottom if you can. So Karen's saying no. Oh, we need to narrow down, say. Anybody else saying no to me or saying yes to me? That's what I need to know. So Karen's out. Hi, Teresa. And Buchanan saying yes. And there was somebody else, Vicky. Vicky, you were saying you knew Janice. There was a few of you who know Janice. So going by the descript I've just given with the lady spirit side of life, because she's dead patient. She's not letting me move forward until we get the point across. Yeah. And I need to get the point across. And that's what I'm after. So I can't move forward. Right. Steph, your mum's friend, December, and very petite. Yeah, she's fitting in with the description. She's she's not letting me go any further until I find where I need to be. And even though she gave me that name of Janice, because she come straight in and went Janice. So I know I need Janice, okay? The Janice I need reference to here on the earth plane. Oh, right. I'm being polite by saying where this lady is here on the earth plane, she's been talking about losing a few pounds because she said she's a little bit on the plumpish side, okay? And that's what she makes reference to. And I want the Janice here on the earth plane where there's been talk, where somebody's been talking about losing weight because they've been putting a few pounds on and they need to take it off. And this is what she brings in, okay? She gives me that month of November and December where they're very significant. She tells me she got a little bit confused before she passed spirit side of life, but she's got all her faculties back with her now, okay? And I have to say that to you. But I'm going to say she comes through saying, you've got to be patient. So there's something going on here on the earth plane where patience is a virtue, and that's what she keeps talking about. Be patient. Things will happen when they're meant to happen, okay? She's not telling me what it's for or what it's about. She just says, be patient. Things will happen when they're meant to happen, okay? So stop trying to push things along and make things work, because she said it won't work. Right now, again, before I switch this on tonight, I was given a pocket full of conkers, of all things. And why is my pocket full of conkers? So I want memories where somebody would have had conkers in the pockets. but I want to put them in a bowl of vinegar to make them go hard. And I used to put them in the oven, and that's what she brings through. Okay, so I don't know whether where we're going on that, like. Conkers, I have to mention the conkers, right? Now my feet stopped moving. Yeah. The minute Pat put no to the months, the feet stopped moving. So I don't know whether we're still alive, whether we've crashed, or whether we've bent, or whether we've just stuck. So if anybody can shove a like or a share at the bottom, then I know it's moving. Because it's all stopped at the minute. Taz, it's all stopped. We need to move. As I said, we need to move as well. There's talks where a move is. So whether I'm trying to rush something through instead of just waiting, bonkers in vinegar. Do you only mean conkers, Anne? Not bonkers. Conkers. Won't set me off. Oh, we're still there. Right, it is moving. I didn't know whether we froze because it just stopped moving. So yeah, it's conkers, not bonkers. Right. So if that makes sense to anybody, please give us a triple yes down the bottom because I think it's quite funny. But she talks about the conkers in my pocket. So where I'm going with the conkers, um, and where I've got to harden up. So I've got to toughen up. So there's something going on here where I need to toughen up a little bit and stop being as soft as I have been and allowing people to take liberties or taking the mick out of me personally. That's what I need to say. They're taking the mick out of me. I want a connection to York as well because she talks about York. So whether there's memories in York or whether I once lived in York, that's where I need to be. That's where she takes me focus at the minute. I want to be in York. Right, so I'm going to come to the card, and the card I chose was number 36. Who's chosen 36? Anybody or nobody has chosen 36? Anybody or nobody? Probably nobody know my luck tonight. But I'm going to go where the 36 is. Yeah, she's soft. But somebody here on the airplane and that's soft, that needs toughening up, and you need to toughen up where the situation is, okay? Hi, Julianne. But stop pushing or forcing things through. Wait for things to happen. Be patient. And that's what she says to me. So who's chosen number 36, please? Anybody or nobody? No, Amelia, 6 or 12. No, 36 I was after. And rather than me scrolling all the way back up over. Are we, Vicky? Or Tracy, tell me which number. Hi, Rachel. Who's chose 36? Right. Have we got... Have we got an Louise? Have we got Louise watching, please? Nobody. Have we got Louise? Is anybody called Louise who's watching? I'm shouting out for Louise now. You're watching one in being a Louise. And a Louise? Why am I talking like that? And a Louise? I need Louise. Right, you're all going nope. Are you going nope to Louise or no to 36? One of the three. Hiya, Vicky. Hi, Sonia. Number 36, ladies and gents. Nobody's got it. So we're going again, aren't we? Either way, I'm going to go with a card, yeah. So I'm looking for somebody with the name of Louise. So whether I've got a middle name Louise or I touch upon somebody called Louise. Because these numbers aren't resonating at all tonight with us. I don't know what's going on with the numbers. Right, Tracy, you're going 18, me, Irene. So Tracy, are you on about, right, Vicky, you've got a middle name, so you keep going there, Vic. Middle name Louise. There's a few years. That's a card I've chosen, 36. So we're going to go with the name of Louise, and I am going to go with the card 36, okay? So all these were the middle names were the Louise. One of yours or all of yours, it's going to resonate, okay? Because the cards are random, and this is where I'm going to go with it, right? So where I'm talking about with the card, and I am talking about the card, I am going to say where relationships are concerned, it's been a very bumpy road. Yeah. Sarah Gibson, the thing with the numbers, we choose cards at random, and it's 1 to 72, my love. So you choose a random number, and whatever number I pick is a card I'll do a reading from. Okay. And if it resonates with you, you take what you need to take. So if that makes sense to you, go and choose a number, my lovely. But the number I've picked out there is 36. So I am going to say to you, relationships, it's been really, really bumpy. It's been hard. It's been a hard, long slog where relationships are. Okay, and I'm going to say I want at least two relationships where we parted company, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy split, and I believe it was quite traumatic. The second time round the block, it was traumatic. Okay, and I believe a lot of selfishness went on where this split went, and there was a lot of things that were said that shouldn't have been said, and a lot of heartache here. And it was all to do where materialistic stuff was. And the month of May comes out of here as well. And as I look at the card, I believe there was a tug of war where kids were involved, and there was lots of arguments where custody or that type of argument was going on where kids were involved. But I believe it was hard. It was really hard, and that's how I feel as I look at this card. So whoever can resonate where the relationship side of things was, and I'm talking past text at the minute. I'm not talking present time. I'm talking past text, and I want it over the last 12 to 24 months where things were hard. Okay, and it was as if to say, do you know what? It's easier just to walk away and just leave it. That's how bad it was, and that's how I feel as I look at this card. Okay, that's how I feel. I just walked away and left it because it was easier than argue and fight over material things, and that's what I need to say. I am going to say as well, though, please, as I look at the card, I believe because that's past text, we've moved forward with this, okay? And like I said, it's been a long, hard slog, but I believe where the relationship is, I believe where there's been the separation for a while, we're going to come back. We're going to come back to it, okay? And it's going to be a union, and it's where things have settled and things are going to progress and get better where the relationship side of things are, okay? So there is a union, and it's a reunion as opposed to a disbursement, okay? So, wherever this card resonates, if it makes sense to anybody who's listening to it or what I've just said, please take on board what I've said. And like I said, if it doesn't resonate with you personally, it could be somebody you touch upon. Yeah. So it could be a friend. And that information there, you is where you then become the medium's medium, and that's what you've got to pass on. Yeah. And that's what I need to say. So I am going to say that where that relationship is, but things will improve and they will get better where a relationship's concerned. So just remember I brought that in there, and the number 40 as well. So whether it's my 40th birthday coming up or something to do with the number 40 is very, very significant. So that's what I'm going to leave you with that card there. So we're going to go one more, folks, and we're going to do it again. Yeah, because we are coming to a close. So get your numbers punched in. And I've got something for Val. Where's Val? Val, are you still watching? Have you gone? I want to know if you're still here, Val. Oh, yes. Right. Are you still there, Val? I've got something for you, Val. Don't you dare disappear. Don't dare disappear. Oh. Right, I keep going having to hold the back of my head here. And I believe I've had this before, and it's a similar type of feeling where I'm getting, but it's not, if that makes sense to you. You're scared now, so you should be, Val. Right, so I'm going to say, I'm aware, please. Now, I'll just listen, because I've had to put the cards down here. I'm aware of a young female, spirit side alive, who would have passed spirit side in tragic circumstances. I believe I've got a bang to the back of my head, so I believe somebody walloped me, or I fell and I cracked me nut. And I'm very much aware of this, and I'm probably not putting it across that very good, but I know somebody walloped me at the back of my head. So if anybody can understand a young female that would have passed spirit side of life, tragic circumstances, and would have suffered a blow to the back of my head, but I felt as though I fell back over and I've gone wallop and it's to the back of my head, okay? I don't feel that old where this young girl is. I feel as though I'm in my early 20s. Brilliant, Mandy, if you can understand it. I feel in my early 20s where this young girl is. Now, I'm getting a little bit of confusion here. Leslie, you can understand as well. So I am getting confused to the point of, I know I've got a bang. I'm just going to come out and say this. I believe whether there was a police investigation where this girl was concerned, does that make sense? I believe there was a police investigation, and I'm just waiting for some confirmation where this police investigation is there, please. Mandy or Leslie, can you just answer me there, please, at the bottom, if you understand where there would have been an investigation where this young girl passed, because I believe it was tragic circumstances, and I believe there was, I believe it was suspicious circumstances. That's what I'm going to say. If it makes sense, thank you, Mandy. Leslie, does it make sense to you as well, please? I'm just waiting for Leslie to answer me there. Right, that's okay, Leslie, thank you. So Mandy, please keep listening. Mandy, would you understand the September month, why I have to make reference to the September month? And where this young girl is, where she talks about a police investigation, I believe there was a group of people, she puts a group of people around me, so whether there's a group of people watching or a group of people partook and then they dispersed, this is how she puts it forward for me to say, okay? And I'm being really careful in the way I say things here because I've got to be, all right? So I believe all I need from you, Mandy, is a yes. That's all I need from you. If it's a no, I won't take it any further. If it's a yes, I'll carry on. If it's not, I'm going to stop. That's what I'm going to say to you. I need the name of Julie as well. Would the name Julie mean anything to you at all, Mandy? See you later, girl. Mandy, would the name Julie mean anything to you? Right, we've got 2 yeses there. Mandy, does the name Julie mean anything? Give me another 2 yeses if Julie means something to you. I don't believe the perpetrators or perpetrator have actually got the just deserves. I don't believe they've got the just deserves. And that's how I feel as this young girl comes forward. I don't believe they've got what was coming to them. I don't believe that for 1 minute. And that's what she puts on me, okay? That's what she puts on me. But I feel I believe I was found as well, Mandy. Yes, to Julie. I believe somebody found me. Okay, I believe I was found, but I wasn't found straight away. Whether they tried to, oh, I believe And the feeling I'm getting, and forgive me, Mandy, if I'm wrong, I believe whatever went on, they tried to hide what went on or what actually happened. So there was a lot of lies involved. So there was a lot of time wasted. There was a lot of time wasted in what actually happened because there was a lot of lies and fabrication. That's the word she puts in my mouth. A load of fabrication that went on. Um, I need to talk about a pregnancy as well. So whether there's either just been a pregnancy here on the earth plane or she would have been pregnant. That's what she makes me aware of there, Mandy, okay? And if I'm wrong with that, forgive me, I will take it straight back because I will know if I'm wrong. But I feel as though oh, that's what I feel, okay? Oh. Would the name Amy mean anything to you at all, Mandy? The name Amy. I'm aware of the name Amy. She gives me the name of Amy. So whether I need the name Amy here on the earth plane or I want it spirit side, I don't know, but I know I need to mention Amy. That's the name I need to bring forward. But I do believe this young girl comes through, and I have to tell you, Mandy, she's absolutely perfectly fine. Spirit side of life. She comes through with a great deal of love, but she also says she is so sorry for what she put her family through. Okay, Mandy, I'm not going to take it any further than what I already have because I do believe there's a lot of personal stuff there that I don't need to air on here, okay? So I am going to leave you with this young girl's love, and I'm going to say God bless you and thank you very much. Right, yeah, Amy's here on the earth plane, Mandy. I'm going to leave you with all of her love, and I'm going to say God bless and thank you very much for listening to me. The name Lucky comes in as well. I don't know whether that's a nickname, but she gives me a lucky bag, okay? So I don't know whether I want the name Lucky or the lucky bag, but that's what she brings forward. So that's what I'm going to leave you with, Mandy, okay? And I'm going to say God bless and thank you very much for listening to me. But please pass her love on to her family, okay? Pass it on by the bucketful, she tells me. So I'm going to leave all of her love. I'm going to say, you're very welcome, Mandy. I'm going to say, God bless you and thank you very much for communicating with me there. Right, folks, we are done for tonight. Time flies when we have fun, in the respect of spirit and of yourselves, obviously. All I can say is thank you once again for joining me again tonight, and sharing your love and sharing your comments and a little bit of wit and humour. Even though I've said that, the Whitney, who's Whitney? Whitney Houston, Mandy. That's what I have to give you. I have to give you Whitney Houston. So whether this young lady loved Whitney, I'm gonna cry, loved Whitney Houston, I have to give you that song. Yeah, and you know which song it is because she's putting the emotion on me there. So she's saying, please don't cry, Mandy, and tell the family not to cry no more. That's what I have to say. Um, But thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Come back again tomorrow night and we'll do it again. Same time, same place, just a different day. Yeah. So keep liking it, keep sharing it, keep sending it out. All right. I want to say thank you very much for joining me. Um, and good night. God bless you all. And watch what you're doing. And if you can't be good, be bad. Be very bad if you can. Yeah, it won't go now. Look, we're stuck. There we are. Not meant to go just yet. So thank you very much for joining me and see you all again tomorrow.